Okay, starting back on Fire Emblem. I trained at the party a bit. Let's see. Got Byleth in her new class. She's a Myrmidon right now. Would prefer to make her a fighter, honestly. But I couldn't pass the test for it. That had like a 65% chance to pass, and I wasn't doing that. Let's see. Edelgard's still here. I got her into the fighter class, which I'm not going to use her much. I mostly just trying to keep her where she can defend herself, considering she's going to be required for several of these stages. Hubert I've dropped, Ferdinand I've dropped, Linhardt's doing alright. He's in a monk class now, and he ended up learning a ton of skills, so now he's very viable. Dropped Caspar. Brandita is still good, just like she has been. I dropped Dorothea just because it's too much of a hassle to level her at this point. Petra is still amazing, the MVP of Black Eagle as far as I'm concerned. I recruited Sylvain, sort of the replacement for Ferdinand, which I did one battle with him to sort of grind the characters up a little bit. And he's already performing much better. Mostly because if you wait a chapter and recruit characters, they start at level 5, so you can skip like the leveling process for a lot of the house characters you have, which is really hard to deal with on Maddening. Recruited Lysithea, because she's just one of the best characters in the game. Plus everyone likes her, including myself. I got Yuri. It's gonna be the first time I've actually used him part of the main team, but he's really good. He leveled up twice, and they were like full level ups both times. His growths are kind of insane. Balthus, because he's great. Basically the replacement for Caspar. And Constance, just because she's solid, and I liked using her the last time I played. Having a flying mage is really good.
No matter how powerful our enemies may be, there's no need to worry so long as we're with Catherine, the mighty wielder of Thunderbrand.
You mean you don't know? My weapon is called Thunderbrand. It's one of the hero's relics. A long, long time ago, the goddess bestowed divine weapons upon 10 heroes, which were passed down to their descendants. It's an honor to wield, but I'm afraid there won't be any chance for that today. Our mission is to help clean up the aftermath, not to fight.
One must wonder why Lord Lonato would incite such a reckless rebellion.
It all goes back to the tragedy of Duscur.
I remember that day well. No one saw it coming. Roughly 4 years ago, the King of Fargus was murdered by the people of Duscur. I believe that about sums it up, correct?
To put it simply, yes. But there's more to that story. They had accomplices within the kingdom as well. Lord Lonato's son, Kristoff, was one of them, and so he was handed over to the church for execution. Speaking from the church's perspective, we simply passed judgment according to our doctrine in place of the kingdom, which was in complete chaos. Whatever the truth behind that incident may be, Lord Lonato has harbored resentment toward the church ever since. Well, to be more specific, his grudge isn't only against the church. It's also against the one who turned Kristoff over to them.
Report! The enemy is approaching. They can't be avoided. Their numbers are far greater than we predicted. They used the fog to slip past the Knight's perimeter.
It looks like our mission just changed, Professor. Everyone, prepare for battle!
It's like the third mandatory stage, and they've already had a fog of war, and they're already having a fog of war stage. Feels a bit early for that. But fog of war is essentially there's a fog on the map, and you can't see any of the enemies or maybe hiding inside of it. You have Catherine and some NPC goons to help get through here. Catherine's pretty damn strong. Probably gonna tear through most of the enemies. I'm not sure if you can do it on Maddening, but a lot of times you can just sort of leave her alone and she can solo the stage if you really want one or two. Actually surprised I can leave Edelgard behind. If I'd known that, I might have thought to recruit another character to replace her. I thought she was forced for every other stage following this. Maybe it's just occasional stages she's forced. Maybe something to look at the next time I start to stream. Well, I would have been sure now if I had someone to replace her with, but I don't really have anyone.
With this fog, it's impossible to tell where the enemy might be, or how many of them there are. The enemy could be trying to surround us, but they shouldn't have enough soldiers to form a tight circle. Take down anyone who breaks through the fog, and let's push through!
That smell. It's fresh blood. It seems the battle has already started within the fog.
Proceed with caution. Wait for them to enter your field of view.
Trying to think, there's not very many Fog of War maps. This may be the only required one, honestly. The others may all be in paralogs.
Sally forth!
Sure thing.
Let me at him.
Naturally, it's hard to form a defense in a Fog of War stage. Gonna have to guess at when the enemies are going to come at you.
I will prevail. Stay focused.
Sturdier characters should be more or less safe enough to move forward.
I will get the victory.
I know there's some enemies over here. I don't know how far.
Oh no.
Battle.
Leave it to me.
You get stat boosters if these NPCs survive, but they're not particularly great stat boosters. Still, I'll try to keep them
We're
alive.
just gonna do nothing while you try to kill our lord?
Can't even see where that one attacked from.
Pardon? No use.
That's just overkill. She critted, used her combat art, and activated her crest.
Thanks.
Fortunately, I have enough people that can heal now. I can probably keep these guys alive.
It is still far from enough.
But the worst place Violet could have ended up. Training gauntlets are basically just tonfas, huh?
I owe you one.
Sylvain just drawing all the aggro. Damn, and a gambit. It's a good thing that guy went last. Fortunately, Petra learned the close counter, or close combat skill, so she can counterattack at immediate range with the bow now. It's kind of nice that Catherine will basically just remove one enemy every turn. Even if that does rob you of EXP. Well, there's nothing I can do about that. It's a good thing I kept him healed. Of course, now Sylvain is kind of in a rough spot. You had to have trouble killing any of these guys. Good chance of missing and just dying right after. It's really a shame having to bench Edelgard because she's so freaking good.
Caution is needed. Balthus hasn't been getting great level ups.
Thanks.
Here he doesn't particularly get excel with gauntlets, but his speed is really high, so until his strength gets higher, it's pretty good to let him potentially attack 4 times like that. Actually, his strength is kind of high. Strength and speed are both high. Yeah, it'll probably hit. She had a bow combat art right now.
I'm on it.
I like when the music times up with the attack. I was really worried about that missing. Alright, now if you attack Sylvain, Sylvain ought to be okay.
Lord Lenato doesn't deserve such sadness and anger. Now it's your turn to suffer.
Hopefully he doesn't double her. And hopefully no archers come to attack. Well, goddammit.
How vexing. This isn't what I wanted.
Now I might as well skip the turn because I'm going to go back now. I try to skip the turn. NPCs aren't letting me. Of course, that one got critted the last turn, so he just got himself killed. Alright, how far back do I need to go to fix that? Go to about here.
Leave it to me.
Does it need to have Lexithea do something else?
Sally forth.
Keep her back here. She'd only be hit by the guy coming from behind.
Sure thing.
Wish that would kill him.
I can help too.
I've got an ace up my sleeve.
Stay focused.
Now hopefully Byleth having her bow out will draw aggro to her.
Got too cocky.
No one's getting good level ups for this level.
You're a big help.
Oh, so Sylvain survives.
Lord Lenato.
Petra saving yourself there. Damn. This is why Fog of War stages suck. You can't really form a proper defense around anything, because you never know how many enemies are going to swarm at you.
My limit is nearby.
Let me at him.
I'd rather retreat.
Not sure why they're having the characters remove their voice lines.
It could get rough.
At least one of you must have the healing gambit. Yeah.
Thanks.
I'm on it.
That helps.
Fortunately, no one can go over there and heal this guy, but whatever. If he's too down to live, that's his own fault.
Yeah, appreciate it. All that.
It's not that I took a break from Samurai Warriors, I finished Samurai Warriors.
I will prevail.
At least he pointed out the enemy for me.
Thank you.
I will get the victory. Leave it to me.
Thank you.
I don't have time for failure. Oh no.
Yeah, I'm aware most people only watch for Warrior stuff. Regardless, I can't stand to bring myself to play Warriors all the time. Yeah, I recall there being a mage in here. It'd be really hard to deal with, too.
I won't let you anywhere near Lord Lanato.
Damn, that was a debuff. What's your ability? Ah, -6 strength for whoever this unit attacks. Great. May as well try. Now let's see if anyone comes up from the side and murders Baltus. I don't know what Catherine is doing. She just stopped attacking enemies. This one madman just keeps charging into the middle of the enemies. Famous Lance is such a good combat skill.
Apologies.
See how many of these hit. Better than none.
It's you. Thunderstrike Cassandra. It was your wretched zealotry that killed my son!
The only only name I answer to is Catherine. Prepare to taste the blade of one who serves the goddess. Now you face a knight of Theros!
The fog is cleared. There's nothing left to hide you or the filthy Central Church from the judgment of the goddess.
Another guy that's voiced by Liu Bei / Guan Yu over here. One guy just hanging back in the fog.
Try and stop me.
Edelgard is almost dead.
Unexpected.
Perfect time to whiff.
Lord Lenato, please don't die.
I'm sorry, but I don't believe Lord Lenato has the strength to carry on.
Finally a good one in this level. I'm worried that Moron's going to get himself killed. Now he's moving. I'm pretty sure Catherine won't actually attack the boss. Probably not a smart thing to do.
Let me at him.
Thanks.
Scythia's mostly been healing for this stage.
Perfect comprehension. A great help. My next effort shall through. I thank you.
Now that I'm finally out of those starting classes, and now that I have more mages, got plenty of heals to go around.
Sorry.
It's a good idea to try and use stuff like Physic for the entire stage. Because you get more EXP for using that as opposed to a regular heal.
Unexpected.
I'm not really interested in Advanced Wars. The setting doesn't really look interesting to me. I guess I don't have to lure them this turn. He had 5 HP, you didn't need to use Flagrant Strike. Catherine just wants to show off.
Well done.
That should spread out the damage.
I will prevail. A great help. Well done.
It's time!
I always forget to consider the enemy using gambits. Also, the second time Sylvain has been hit by a gambit. Well, I can see why he went after Yuri.
Let's do this right.
And hopefully he dodges this. Well, there goes Yuri.
I guess I got a little carried away. But it was definitely worth it for that much fun.
He was trying to spread out the damage specifically so they wouldn't target all on one person. And they just didn't do that.
Stay focused.
Well, fine. Slow with Violet because not all of them can get in range.
Leave it to me.
Sure thing.
Ah, damn it. Meant to heal Yuri.
Thanks.
I will get the victory. I will prevail.
Try to keep up!
Oh, that's taking out the biggest problem early.
Let me at him.
I'm on it.
Easy. So obvious.
What does this crest even do? Keep seeing it activate. Accidentally skipped past it, but that was a great level up from him. Leveled up like everything. Go check crest. There it is. Occasionally prevents enemy counterattacks. Alright. It's kind of hard to make use of.
Oh no.
appreciate it.
Sorry about that.
Sally forth!
That's the stuff. Unlike the previous boss, this one won't move off of his tile. Which is smart. He's definitely harder to deal with if he stays where he's at. Halves damage from enemy gambits. And nullifies instant death, but not that anyone has any instant death effects at this early.
Well done.
Yeah, let me just restart and recruit excuse me, and recruit Ash.
You. I will be the one to kill you. No other.
You have lost all sense of justice. You want to fight me? So be it. I'll send you to meet your goddess.
She says, and then doesn't attack him. That he doesn't start with his ranged weapon now makes it pretty easy to gang up on him at the start.
You have been deceived by that witch. I will show you the truth.
Have Sylvain get the kill.
If only my research had such results.
I needed that.
never thought I'd see Lonato meet this fate. Well done, everyone. Let's gather our troops and go.
Sticks up and look up. Which are okay, I guess. I don't know who I'll give them to. I guess Byleth did do a lot of tanking.
Damn it, it was all so pointless. I've never seen so many people utterly heartbroken. Forcing innocent citizens to risk their lives? That man was not a noble, but a monster. What could have pushed Lord Lonato to this point?
None of you even participated. You don't know what you're talking
Everyone
about.
was a bit shaken by the militia fighting alongside our enemies. If only everyone could face reality so unflinchingly. The commoners who allied themselves with Lord Lonato believed they were fighting for a just cause. It would be disrespectful to consider them simply victims when they died for what they believed in. Still, we have no choice but to eliminate those who cling to unreasonable ideas of justice. Even if our enemies are the gods themselves, we must never lose sight of our goal. I'm surprised to hear you say that. Really, I'm just like Lonato. I, too, will be the sort of ruler who's willing to risk the lives of my citizens in service of a higher cause. It's not possible to change the world without sacrifice. Dying for the greater good is not a death in vain.
Professor, I'm afraid this incident is far more serious than anticipated. I found this on Lord Lonato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea. We can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect, but the content is too disturbing to ignore. We must report this to Lady Rhea right away. I hope that it's nothing.
I am glad to see that you have returned safely. The goddess is gracious with her divine protection. But it was not only her divine protection that shielded you, was it? You are just as skilled as I had hoped. I am not so sure. I heard some of the students were hesitant about fighting militia. However, we must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learned a valuable lesson about the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their blades towards the heavens.
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. The secret message that was in Lord Lonato's possession. It contained a deplorable plot to target the Archbishop on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth. The plan seems unrealistic at best, but a threat is a threat. We must maintain constant vigilance. To that end, I would like for you and your students to help with security on the day of the ritual.
That is most reassuring. You have my gratitude.
The rite of rebirth is of paramount importance. It is when the Church of Seiros and its believers unite to pray for the return of the goddess. The Archbishop and I will be confined to the Goddess Tower once the ritual begins. Of course, the knights will be on high alert as well. But there aren't enough of them to keep watch on every corner of the monastery. It is far from ideal to be forced to mobilize students, but the gravity of this situation requires that we all bend to avoid breaking.
While there is no need to fear for my safety, we cannot turn a blind eye to those who would blaspheme so heinously.
With any luck, this will all be for naught. Still, be on your guard.
Part 1. White Clouds. Blue Sea Moon. The Goddess's Rite of Rebirth. As the sun grows stronger and the nights grow ever shorter, the Blue Sea Star returns to the sky once more. Believed to be the goddess's home, her followers look to the star and commence celebrations of her rebirth. On the grounds of Garreg Mach Monastery, a grand ceremony is held in honor of this much-anticipated event. Every true follower of the Church of Seiros is sure to be in attendance.
I'm just gonna be skipping supports because I've already seen them all. If you watch my other playthrough, you've probably already seen them all too.
Is to patrol and set up defenses to stop the assassination plot.
I wonder if an assassination attempt is truly the goal of our enemy.
Yes, I think so too. A barely concealed secret message trying to distract us from whatever's really going on. Sloppy, to say the least. And while everyone is out searching for a phantom assassin, they'll be free to accomplish their true goal with ease.
The monastery houses many valuable weapons. Perhaps that is their aim?
I hear the monastery has a treasure vault too. Seems like the sort of place a foe would like some alone time in.
Garreg Mach is immense, and not just above ground, but below as well. Perhaps their aim lies beneath the monastery.
It seems to me that we should search the monastery for a clue as to what the enemy might be after. Of course, we must never underestimate the need for preparedness, in case a battle should ensue.
A secret meeting, Professor? Oh, we haven't been introduced. I am Shamir.
Shamir is one of the Knights of Seiros, and this young man is...
I work for Lady Rhea, and I'm Shamir's apprentice. Oh, the name's Cyril. Yep, she's teaching me about the bow and the sword and all kinds of stuff. I've got to protect Lady Rhea, so that's why I've got to learn all I can from Shamir.
Cyril adores Rhea. That aside, if you need anything, ask.
I think you can recruit Shamir once you hit level 10. So probably next month I can recruit her. Mandatory exploration, huh?
You spend too much time roaming the monastery. If you're looking for something, try less aimless wandering. Do you even know who the enemy is? You can't know why without knowing who. It's none of my business anyway. I'm just here to take care of enemies who get too close.
Because there wasn't even an option to recruit her, I'm assuming I can't even do it right now. Even if I were already level 10.
What the?
Our enemy's true target. What could it be? The monastery has been around for nearly a millennium. It's only logical that there are secrets here. We'd better investigate. Would you mind asking around and seeing what you can dig up? Once you've uncovered some leads, we'll regroup. I have a favor to ask.
It is impressive just how much voice acting goes into this game.
Would you mind? How did you know this was mine? Thank you, my teacher.
Scythia still hangs out here, even when you recruit her into your other class.
Hey! That's,
Something in the monastery that someone might go after? There's so much here, I couldn't possibly name just one. Even this here kitchen contains precious wares, wine bottles from centuries past and the like. I hear that stuff is fancy, but not very drinkable. I doubt anyone would go to the trouble of stealing it.
Okay? Hi there! Maybe. It would be terrible if the greenhouse was targeted. The plants in here are incredibly valuable. This place contains the heart of Garreg Mach's 995-year history. So many beautiful flowers, plants that can save or end lives. They are all my precious children.
And that was Dust Wars 4 to 5, Sun Chang Chang, and Jinji.
Okay? No. What? Maybe. Good deal. Hey, Professor. How's it going? Making lots of coin? I'd love to catch up, but I'm super busy right now. Working. For money. You understand. Hey, how about a favor?
You can root Anna pretty early, but you don't really want to.
What do you require? Farewell.
Oh.
So...
Professor.
I've been in town procuring some supplies for Flame. No, but do not concern yourself for my safety. I am very much stronger than I appear. I have something to ask of you.
Setting fire to the stables to distract everyone, to cause a commotion. It is the oldest trick in the book, but I cannot shake the thought that our enemies may attempt it. I will stand guard and watch over the stable, and the knight's horses. They are truly magnificent. Please, do me a favor. Hey there.
Hey, Professor. I figured it out, Professor. The enemy must be targeting Lady Rhea. They're gonna make it seem like they're going after something else, but then they're gonna go for her. Impressive, right? I'm telling you, my intuition's never wrong. Hey, I got a favor to ask.
Do you know what this room is? It is the church's treasure vault. I say treasure, but I do not mean silver and gold and jewels. It mostly contains weapons, artifacts, and the like. Anything that would cause too great a stir, should it be stolen? No. The church knows better than to store anything too valuable in such an accessible location.
Hey, Professor.
Professor. Really?
Speaking of...
Always takes just too long to load the cathedral.
Well...
Professor, here's an idea. On the day of the rite, the monastery will be open to the public, including the Holy Mausoleum. The Holy Mausoleum is where the tomb of the divine Saros lies. There she slumbers, eternally. That's pretty much all that's in there. Just an ancient coffin. It's sealed with a powerful magic to protect against would-be grave robbers.
Professor.
Have you visited the Goddess Tower? It's a sacred place used for rituals and the like. In general, students aren't allowed entry. But as you'd expect, that rule just excites their curiosity. Some have even tried sneaking in. Well, at least for this month, that kind of behavior is totally unthinkable. We have a lot more security, what with the goddess's rite of rebirth coming up.
There are numerous books in this library that you cannot find anywhere else. But once you are here, you can read them easily enough. I doubt someone would go to the trouble of stealing one. Sometimes Seteth will dispose of books that are deemed inappropriate for the monastery, but that's about it. In a way, I suppose that makes those particular volumes more valuable, right?
Unbelievable. What a terrifying story. However, an assassination attempt on Lady Rhea is doomed to fail. Pardon? You think the goal may be different than simple assassination? Intriguing. I suppose the priceless objects in this room could perhaps draw thieves. However, there's no one but me who could make use of them.
You'd best keep your distance. In this nervous state, I might just cut you down.
Please don't.
Oh, come on, I'm only kidding.
Might you have come looking for me because you were worried about my safety? I'm quite all right, but your concern means a great deal.
Let's see.
Guess for Caspar's quest, I do need to enter someone into the tournament. Not sure who can handle it right now. I'll attempt it next time I'm here. Because I don't want to risk sending someone in, they losing, and then I have to reset that.
How's that?
Hello.
Hey there.
Okay?
The goddess's rite of rebirth is the most significant ritual for the Church of Saros. Could it be that someone has spread these rumors of an assassination plot merely with the intention to hinder the celebration? How kind of you.
I will have to repay you sometime.
Tea ceremonies. That's like the most time-consuming nonsense thing in this game. And like, you kind of want to do it because you can get stat boosts from it, but it's just annoying. It only gets more annoying to do the more times you play the game.
I knew I could count on you. There's a place that the church values above all others. On the day of the rite, it will be open to the public. That will make it much easier than usual to access.
The greenhouse, right?
Joking. We can't know for certain, but it's a distinct possibility that the Holy Mausoleum is our enemy's target.
I don't know, that one girl kind of convinced me with the plants.
Well done. You have my thanks.
Actually, can that quest only be done for this month? I'll have to double check. One thing you want to do basically every time you come here is make something to eat. Mortality Soup is a pretty good one, because it just gives everyone like a +1 to defense for the entire month. And more defense is never not going to be good.
Let me show you my cooking talent. A little more secret spice, and hey, no peeking!
What do you mean no picking? We're staring right at it. Everyone's actually got pretty high motivation. Well, nah, these guys don't.
I would be liking that greatly.
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. This is my favorite.
That should be enough. We'll talk to Manuela. Actually... I don't see anything that says there's a time limit, so I think I can do the tournament thing later. Even if I don't, whatever, I miss out on like a steel axe. Who cares?
Professor, as for me, I blame Such power dwells within?
Welcome.
How are y'all doing for weapons? I think everyone should be fine. Everyone I'm using. Oh, she could use another bow.
Come
The
back
blacksmith
soon.
open yet? God, why do they take so long to open that up?
Welcome. Come back soon.
That's a steel bow, but I'd like her to have an iron bow. Buy one for her. Could use another iron lance, which I have plenty of.
Welcome. Will this one do? Many thanks. Come back soon.
Welcome. Please come again.
The main speed is doing pretty good. I'm not sure I want to weigh him down with a shield. All of us could probably use one though. Actually, I'll put the training gauntlets.
Hello there, Ada.
Here we're seeing a definite downside to streaming as opposed to recording, where normally I could cut out all this crappy business. But when playing the game on my own, I basically just have to just get through it. I think I'm good.
Hope this is good for something. Thanks! That's reassuring. I guess I've got some talent.
This is okay, I guess. Don't think I'll really make use of it for an archer. I find it's mostly better to just go all in on something. Because it takes a lot of points to get like a weapon rating up to S+. Which is definitely what you want to reach for that extra +5 to damage.
Go on. Yes. Oh.
Could you perhaps enlighten me on something?
Professor.
Already focusing on sword and bow. Yeah, this is normally when you do like the host tea party thing, but I guess I'll do it once just to show it. And with Balthus of all people. Probably the only time I do it. People have certain favorite, like, tea blends, but I can never figure out who wants what.
Got any hot tips for making gold fast?
Basically, have to look up a chart online for it.
Thanks. Smells pretty good. Really?
Basically, you just kind of have to guess at what people would like to hear.
Of course. Of course. Makes sense. Really? What do you know? Huh. Not a bad way to stay alert. I don't get much sleep, you see. Nonsense.
All I did was sip tea, come on.
That tea was delicious. Hey, think I can drink the next cup in one go?
He does that and just burns his throat.
It's hard to sneak out when the professor is watching.
I want to leave. Don't make me do this. I'm looking sharp, huh?
He hates doing it, but he's actually one of the best people to bring for choir, considering faith is one of his proficiencies.
My presence will affect nothing, I'm sure, but I shall put forth the effort.
We will work with each other.
I shall aim even higher.
I'm closing in on expertise.
Ah, it's clear to me now. Seems simple enough. How long will this take?
I've grasped it. How lovely.
It's all becoming clearer.
I've got a grasp on this.
There are some battles I can do, but they're not story battles, so I'll just save them for later. Probably do it off screen. I almost never do seminar, but I may as well do it now since I'm trying to speed through this month. Let's go with Manuela. A lot of people can benefit from that, including Byleth.
The glory of progress.
I'm a quick study.
Wind sweep already. Damn, go Yuri.
I could do. I could do.
Wind sweep is incredibly broken, yes. I'm gonna try to avoid using it.
Thanks for the tips. I'm looking sharp, huh?
Italian Vantage is pretty good too.
Thanks for... Teacher.
We have succeeded handily.
My efforts were not in vain.
Ah, it's clear to me now.
How long will this take?
As long as it makes me stronger.
Mastery is within my grasp.
Just pick Manuela again. Who else do I have? For sword and fists. Well, magic is the more difficult to get up, especially for some of these people. So Manuela again.
It's starting to take shape.
Oh, mastery is within my...
Hunting just sword skills they will never use. Hey, Yuri can equip a better battalion now. Better for raw damage at least. Ah, that's a Lord one. I don't really want to give him that. It's a bit overkill at this point. See, that's worth it. Where's your authority at? Still D+. Hers is at C. Well, I'll leave her what she's got for now.
The goddess's rite of rebirth is about to begin. Are we going to move forward with our plan?
I believe so. How confident are you in our theory, Professor?
No one's intuition is perfect. It's ridiculous not to have doubts.
All that matters is how our enemy makes their move, not how our teacher feels about the plan.
You seem a mite too relaxed for my liking. The goddess's rite of rebirth is about to begin. While we are in the goddess tower, we are relying on you to secure the locations that are lacking in defense.
May I let you in on something, Professor? My brother can be a bit callous. He told me that he was concerned about you, and hinted that perhaps you would be better off patrolling a coffin.
That was said in jest, Flame, and in confidence. Please just remain by my side and do not cause any more trouble. As a professor, you would do well to remember that it is your duty to guide your students down the path of righteousness.
Please excuse us, everyone. We shall see you again after the ceremony has concluded.
That his voice actor does really good for him in this game.
How fascinating.
I don't think I've heard of anything else.
Hurry, Professor. We must find a place to hide where we can guard the stairs to the Holy Mausoleum. If the enemy moves as predicted, we should be able to cut off their escape path and capture every last one of them.
Here we have Edelgard Forest. I knew she was forced for some battles. I'm glad I leveled her now. Just so she can at least hold her own here. And here we have the Lubu of the game. Just Death Knight. He's technically beatable here, but you have to really go out of your way to do that this early. Most people beat him in the next stage coming up. And frankly, it's not really worth it to try and beat him, but he has a ton of really good skills on him. Plus 20 to hit during combat. Canto, Lance Fair. Counterattack just means he can counterattack no matter which range you attack him from. Can't be debuffed. Instant death doesn't work, stuff like that. Double skill experience earned in battle. That's just to show off. Poison Strike. Just even if you somehow don't take damage from him, that means it'll hurt you. And then just Lance Prowess, which like everyone has like a prowess skill. Meanwhile, the actual boss of this stage is no one special. But a maddening difficulty, he'll actually move. On lower difficulties, he'll just stay where he's at, and only attack if you outright approach him. On this difficulty, you have to really go out of your way to avoid him, since he has such a long field. You basically have to split up into groups of 2. Up Yuri over here. But I'll just have the DLC gang go over there on the left. Unless Thea can go with them, I guess. I'll leave Sylvain, Petra and Bernie. They'll double up on healing, but Linhart's the main healer anyways, so that should even out. Right, 25 turn limit.
You were right. Unwanted guests have come to visit.
Those Central Church dastards have spotted us. Buy me some time while I open the seal on the casket.
I'm on it.
Our enemy appears to be after the tomb of Saint Saros in the back. Are they attempting to steal her bones? It would be best to defeat them before they achieve their aim. Look closely. There are contraptions of some sort on the floor. We must pay attention to our enemy's weapons and advance while attacking them from advantageous positions.
Go ahead and mark him for the entirety of the stage.
Stay focused. I will get the victory.
I'm on it.
Oh no. Flame spirit protect me. War feeds my body and mind.
Man, that would almost kill Bernie.
Sure thing.
Damn, Yuri is strong though. I'll take him out.
Don't forget who you're dealing with.
Yeah, if you need a replacement lord, Yuri does the job.
Leave it to me.
Let me at him.
I will prevail.
Sally forth.
Battle.
Death Knight, prove your strength and scatter these fools.
I don't take commands, or waste my time on weaklings.
Just a hard no.
Powerful enemy. Let's do all we can to avoid him.
Can't even really get the first attack on him since he'll move and come after you. Gonna have to lure both of them. TS is 9 versus 9. Okay. And that girl over there. Just out Zadal Guard immediately. Yeah, she actually matched that class. I could have put her in a different class, but oh well.
So obvious. Got it. Good to go.
Sylvain's a pretty solid tank so long as there's a female he can park next to.
Who's next? I'll never be satisfied.
The fucking growth on this guy. What do you drop? Chess key, whatever. Yes, with a steel bow is 0, man. Gonna get dulled no matter what, so may as well keep the steel bow out. Actually, yeah, they can't even reach her. Shame that you missed, though.
You fought well. I'm not setting a very good example.
You're really not. At least level stats are good, please.
I may as well win. Huh. Victory.
Just like that.
Expected.
I don't know where that one's going.
Sorry.
Does that one only have heals? Huh, yeah, can't even fight back.
careful, please.
Be gone.
You're a big help. Face it, I'm better than you.
Sure, pal.
Hell yeah, when Balthus gets down to half HP, his personal skill kicks in. Which is +6 to strength and defense. So all of a sudden this enemy was dealing 8 damage to him. Now only deals 2.
You're fresh out of luck.
I kinda don't want to heal him now. Because he's right at that line.
You underestimated me. I don't have time for failure.
Well, magic and speed were still good once the level.
Aha, I'm getting it.
The reinforcements haven't arrived? If they approach from behind, we can attack them from both sides.
Hint, hint.
I'm on it.
Can I go now? I can improve too, you know.
Definitely help with her AS.
turn.
Thanks.
My next effort shall compensate.
Actually, you have a combat art, don't you? And move your unit back one space. Okay, that'll work.
Even stronger than I look, yeah? All that blood and sweat was worth it.
Magic, why? Actually, I want to keep that this side. That's what it was sent back. Guess a vulnerary. I can make it do without that. Nice whiff. Now that he's already healed somewhat, may as well fully heal him.
Thanks, pal.
You're out of luck. I like how this feels.
Well done.
I think I'm improving.
Let me at him.
Your AS. Only 5. That explains why you're being doubled.
A grand skirmish. Honor
And there's those reinforcements. I mean, pretty much ignore them for now.
Sally forth!
Couldn't weather the storm, huh?
It could get rough.
Expected.
Apologies.
This is our chance.
I always forget about the gambits. Luckily, she dodged. I don't know where that guy's going.
Leave it to me. I will not be stopping.
Yeah, a lot of the music variety comes in the later parts.
Thanks.
Let's go.
I don't know why that guy decided to head left and this guy is deciding to head right.
Forget who you're dealing with.
That's the stuff.
That helps.
What's next?
Appreciated.
I'm pretty much perfect.
Fucking Sylvain.
Thanks.
Sure, enjoy your magic. Wow, just kill her outright, huh?
That went as expected.
Damn, I really thought he'd be able to kill him. Well, in that case.
That really helped.
Now he's opting not to go after her. And then Petra could just kill him anyways. Because of course she can.
Don't waste it.
Good thing Byleth has such high charisma.
Not too shabby. I'll never be satisfied.
And he's already like almost reaching 20s. A few more levels and he will. Actually, with him already having wind sweep, does he have the quit? Yeah, he does. Might could actually take on Death Knight. Fortunately, Lysis Thea doesn't have her Death Knight killing spell.
To try harder.
You're fresh out of luck. All that blood and sweat was worth it.
Face it, I'm better than you.
I mean, he's not wrong. There's a chest key. You do. Go ahead and have Edelgard take that. Yeah, the mages can really do a number on Petra. It's about her only weakness are mages.
One step before the next step.
That is that. Thank you.
Surprised I didn't try using his gambit. I'm pretty sure that was the one that could actually reach her. But oh well. God. Iron gauntlets, he can just tear them apart. May as well.
Don't forget who you're dealing with.
Even stronger than I look, yeah?
Not bad.
I appreciate it.
It is still far from enough.
Actually a pretty good support spell.
Thanks, pal.
Be gone. Whoops. Oh well.
Pretty much evened out his good level up from before.
We must all do our part.
I will not be stopping.
Those reinforcements were surprisingly strong. Although I'm sure that was mostly due to the battalion stats they had. Yeah, Petra and her 3 res. Can't handle mages at all.
Not a total waste.
$28 times 28. Yeah.
Expected.
My next effort shall compensate.
Yeah, you said that last time. It's now a res plus 7. Definitely comes in handy. Yes, it's 17 right now. He actually wouldn't be dealt by Death Knight. He could probably take a hit from him. But then, that would be incredibly risky, luring him. Nah, I'm not gonna risk it. Well, I guess I can just Divine Pulse. Maybe I'll try it next turn.
practice does make perfect.
Of course, if he crits, it's all over.
Yet another achievement to my credit.
Big no. I think I'm improving.
Like moths to a flame.
And there he goes.
I guess I got a little carried away.
I told you that if you fled, I would not chase you. But it seems you wish to die.
Lilith could survive if she attacks with the Iron Gauntlets. Though realistically, I just have to be relying on Gambits to hit this guy. And I think one of his abilities makes him immune to the stunning aspect. May even be immune to the debuff. And the Gambits deal so little damage. Yeah, not happening. At least the music changed.
Let me at him.
Leave it to me. I will prevail.
Yuri's kind of been amazing. I'm not continuing on without him, no.
Thanks, pal.
Sure thing.
He could immediately take out the boss.
Stay focused.
Battle.
I owe you one.
I think I'm improving.
Oh no.
I will get the victory.
You're too late. The seal will be broken any minute now.
Lilith does have less EXP, so I'll let her get the kill. More appropriate that way anyways.
As expected.
It's no use. A seal is broken. You can't... Huh? A sword.
Farewell, apothecary man. It should have been Yuri.
I see. What a pleasant surprise.
He got away. That sword. Why is it...
That's the sword that was in the casket. Seems to be shimmering, almost as though...
Is the intruder here? Oh, looks like you have this under control. You, round up any stragglers.
Will do.
Yeah, 25 turns were plenty.
As all of you have committed a breach of faith, the Archbishop will now pass judgment.
Inciting a kingdom noble to rebel. Unlawful entry. The attempted assassination of the Archbishop. An attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It is unnecessary to go on, followers of the Western Church.
What? We have nothing to do with the Western Church.
You have already been identified. Please spare us your second-rate theater.
Dishonoring a holy ceremony is worthy of death for a member of the Church. You are well past the hope of redemption. If you have any grace remaining, you will willingly offer your life as atonement for this crime.
No, this isn't what we were told would happen. We've been deceived!
It's no use arguing. Whatever your excuse, the punishment stands.
May your souls find peace as they return to the goddess.
Wait, please! The goddess would never forgive you for our execution!
Monster! We know you've already slaughtered many of our fellow brethren like this.
This concludes the investigation. Please remove these poor lost souls from my sight.
That's that, I suppose. The assassination attempt, the attack on the Holy Mausoleum. It was all the Western Church's doing. That masked knight who led the attack somehow managed to disappear without a trace.
The Church of Seros clearly isn't as unified as it would hope to appear. It seems the bishop of the Western Church was always opposed to the church being ruled centrally from Garreg Mach. Perhaps they hoped to remove the Archbishop in order to completely strip the Central Church of its authority.
Oh, that's right. Geralt mentioned that you were raised without any exposure to the Church. In order to function more efficiently, the Church of Seros is split into several smaller entities. The Central Church is the largest, and leads the organization from Garreg Mach.
The Western Church extends from Castle Gaspar, where Lord Lenato rebelled, into the far west. They can be found just beyond the most renowned stronghold of the kingdom, the fortress city of Aryan Road.
It seems the Knights have been tasked with subduing the leaders of the Western Church. We may be given the opportunity to help them with their mission.
To think, our own professor was born in Fodlan, and yet knew nothing of the church. I never imagined explaining something so basic to an instructor of mine. You're something of a special case, are you not?
How strange that the Archbishop would ask someone like that to lead her students. There's clearly more to that decision than we know.
Lady Rhea is pretty scary sometimes. But to execute that whole group, just like that? It seems harsh, even for her.
If one of us does something bad, I wonder what she would do to us!
Professor, do you agree with the Archbishop's actions?
There you are, Professor. It seems Lady Rhea would like a word with you. Come with me.
They really try to push you into supporting
The
Edelgard.
Archbishop lives. Not that I had ever placed much faith in those swine from the Western Church.
I have news.
And here we have both Yuan Shao and Yoshiaki's voice actor.
The remains of Saros were not in a tomb. However, something else was. The Sword of the Creator.
Ah, the weapon wielded by that thief, the King of Liberation.
Thief? Huh. At any rate, it is now in the hands of the Academy's new professor. I doubt you will be surprised to hear that the crest stone had already been removed from the sword when it was found.
As expected. It would be foolish to keep both in the same location.
There's more. The professor was able to awaken the sword's true power. Even without the crest stone, the sword glowed red. The professor's crest is compatible. There is no mistaking it.
Absurd. Using a relic without its crest stone should be impossible. The King of Liberation's bloodline should not even...
They must be allowed to keep it, for now. I do not have enough information about the professor to act. As for your request, I assent. The Death Knight is at your command. Use him well.
Good. I believe I will enjoy this a great deal.
I cannot thank you enough for defeating those invaders in the Holy Mausoleum, and especially for protecting the Sword of the Creator. That sword is one of the hero's relics, and the most precious artifact in the Church's possession. It is also a weapon of terrifying power. For now, I will entrust the sword to you. Please, use it wisely.
Lady Rhea, wait! Do you truly mean to give the Sword of the Creator to this stranger? Surely it is not the sort of thing one hands over so readily, even to someone who has the ability to wield it. If someone like Nemesis were to appear again, all of Fodlan would be consumed by war. Nemesis, the King of Liberation. He is an ancient king of mankind who was defeated by Saros over 1,000 years ago. When Fodlan was attacked by wicked gods, it is said that the goddess gifted Nemesis with the Sword of the Creator. Nemesis used that sword to defeat the wicked gods, saving all of Fodlan. Henceforth, he was dubbed the King of Liberation. However, his power began to corrupt him until he himself turned to the darkness. Saint Saros was forced to destroy him. Lady Rhea, I beg you to reconsider. Given a little more time, we could more accurately assess this stranger's abilities.
No. I have faith, Seteth. Faith that our friend here will not be corrupted by wickedness. Since the death of Nemesis, none have been able to wield the Sword of the Creator. Now, after all those long years of being sealed away, it has returned and found a new master.
I understand. As you wish, Lady Rhea. There you have it, Professor. See that you do not betray the trust the Archbishop has seen fit to bestow upon you.
The Sword of the Creator? The King of Liberation? Each tale is more confusing than the last.
Kinda forgot you were here, Sothis.
And I really can't read that Rhea at all. That sword is clearly precious. So why is she so keen to gift the thing to you? Is that a fact? I feel as though we have become entangled in a mystery. And there is one more thing.
You can actually betray them. Though that's a route I already
The
did.
Sword of the Creator. It somehow feels distinct from other relics we have seen. Such as the one that... Oh goodness, what was her name? What is wrong with that head of yours? Of course it's not a cat. Her name is Catherine. The Sword of the Creator differs from her Thunderbrand in one key way. It bears a hole, where something should have been, but is no more. I despise not knowing what is going on. It frightens me. And yet, I place my trust in you. I must. Whatever comes to pass, please swear to cut a path that is your own.
Sure, Sothis' voice actress is same girl that plays Morgana in Persona 5. It's kind of funny that she has another role voicing essentially the main a silent protagonist's sidekick.
Verdant Rain Moon. Tower of Black Winds. The ceaseless rains that satiate the verdant landscape of Fodlan are accompanied by fierce winds and mighty roars of thunder. This abundance of rain, sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
I have a new mission for you, Professor. I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin. Their leader's name is Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier. I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings are fairly common within the kingdom.
The Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force. Unfortunately, most of the Knights of Seiros are away from the monastery, purging the apostates of the Western Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear. However, to ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
That's a complete lie.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder.
I hate the NPC they give you for this upcoming stage.
Also, that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
Professor, I heard about our mission for this month. A thief with a hero's relic is worrisome, but with you at our side, I'm certain we can handle him. After all, you have the Sword of the Creator. It was allegedly wielded by Nemesis, the King of Liberation. If the legends are true, you hold the power to stand against entire armies. A band of thieves should be nothing. Even the most elite Imperial forces or the Knights of Seiros could not hope to defeat you. I'm just marveling at the potential. Besides, your power does not lie solely in the Sword of the Creator.
She really does give herself away with so many of her lines.
More terrifying than you realize. Professor, when we leave the monastery, will you still think of yourself as my teacher? Never mind. I'm being thoughtless with my words.
The next stage is the one where we get Gilbert as an NPC. The first stage we fight a monster.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power. Thusly, it seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course, seen your crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize its true nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what is visible is perhaps merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description, which allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest thought to have disappeared from this world in the millennium since the fall of Nemesis, the King of Liberation. The crest of flames. That is what you possess. Your ability to wield the sword of the Creator has unequivocally proven my hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial, and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this ancient power resides within you.
You can see how excited Byleth is. And that's a support conversation, so I'm just going to skip that one. Alright, I think I'm going to stop playing for today. Or at least stop streaming. Because now I have a bunch of boring, tedious stuff to do, like figure out who's going to promote into what. But I'll clear out this month off screen, and then next time I stream, it'll just be straight into the next battle. So, alright, thanks for watching, you guys. See you next time.